Hello everybody. My name is Ash. I think the world's still loading in a little bit, so the frame rate might be a little low, but I wanted to record a bit today. You can probably tell that I sound very tired, and it's because I am. I just basically finished a big assignment for my class. And I pulled an all-nighter to get it done on time, so but I wanted to record a bit, you know, not keep you guys hanging too long. I did this again because I can't remember exactly what I was going to do. Right, so let's start from the top. I implemented the new automatic redstone system I said that I was gonna do in the last that I did paste in, and then I had to adjust because I got the proportions wrong. You can kind of see here. Here is our improved redstone system. It's still very compact and slow, but it's a lot more reliable now. So obviously scaling up using more machines. We're getting enough skystone now that we could. But for now this is fine. I've got my crusher moved over here. With void upgraded clay and flint, so we can have some if we want it. I'm using two passive steam boilers. You can see they're just powered by magma blocks, so I don't need any active fuel, but they are limited to 2000 SU each, which is still a respectable amount, and they're going into this rotational speed controller, which is running this fast enough to keep this stocked up. Oh, 1 second. Short interruption there. Oh, where was I? Yeah. So this is our crushing. Oh, 1 second. Okay, actually back this time. So over here we can see our improved looping setup. I mean, before we get into that, we can just see, oh, we've got some nice decorations here. We've got some blown out fluorescent or neon tubes. These do give out light, you can see, in the copycat. We've got a couple windows, and we've got this kind of tough deep slate and like rusted look. And then here is our train, which goes, we can see we've got the redstone cart built now. And we have a blaze burner with a schedule. We can actually grab the schedule here. You can see what it goes to the skystone station. Then either it waits for cargo inactivity for 10 seconds, or if it's got cargo activity, but it's already been 10 minutes while it's loading or unloading, then it'll leave as well. And then if the station gets a redstone signal as well, this is the same, and it just goes back and forth. Alright, we can just give it back to them. And that's why I've got a button here. We can see it loads the skystone onto here. We've got a bit of a buffer over in here. And you can see this is pretty much full. And we've got, like, some decorative skystone around. It gets grinded, goes into here, and then it gets put into here, where it will get pumped over into here. We have this limited to 64 because this is a little bit slower than this, and we don't want it to build up. Then over here, what we've got is it'll go into this draw network, which is connecting everything up. So the fresh redstone seeds are here, and this can't fill up because we have a redstone control that stops it from picking up our rose quartz. If this is 75% full, it will stop this andesite funnel, and it will also enable this redstone. It'll unpower this, and then this is our redstone profit. So it gets split 3 ways, right, with our round robin. One goes here. This is usually full though, so it'll mainly go here and get ground up if this is, you know, like 48 or less, and then it will lock and it'll switch to going between this and this as well. Right, you can see it's switched over, this is unpowered, and this redstone goes into our redstone cart, and you can see it is pretty slow. This is just being powered by sticks for right now. I haven't. It seems to last long enough since it's not really active very often. We can see. So basically, this is filtered to only pull out redstone seeds, and it'll pull out from this because they're connected. And this drawer over here will pull the finished redstone clusters and go into the storage network. Then from the storage network, it will go onto this over here, and when it gets finished cooking, it'll get sucked up by here and then pulled out over here. Yeah, so that's how that works. You can see we're getting power from over there, but we're just slowing it down a lot so that because we're limited by the speed of the spout. It's probably the belts that would need to go faster. Right. I'm trying to remember what else is going on in here. Like, obviously these are getting pulled up above for our circuits. Why don't we take the train and show... right, and let's go over to this area. As you can see, it's a little laggy right now, but yeah, our train is going according to the schedule. It's going to the yeah, it's being a bit laggy, but these work fine in unloaded chunks. The trains, that's just a base create thing. And then in 1 second, yeah, we can see we've got our little cart there that I had to move off the track for this. And then we pull up into here. And now, if we have a look, this is powered, so now that these are unlocked and it loads our skystone into there. It's a bit loud, sorry about that. And our redstone... one second, let me actually sleep. Okay. So we can see the redstone is getting pulled up this long belt and going all the way into, if we go up here, up into here, and it looks like some skystone is getting caught probably on this belt and going up to here. That's not really a big issue because it just means that the deployers might place a bit of skystone, but like they're already gonna place skystone because there'll be skystone here. Unfortunately, we don't have as much of a clear as we got in what's it called, in the test world. These like few layers over here in the corner don't get cleared by the turrets, unfortunately. But like, because they're on the upper half of the catalyst, we still get the majority because they drop through and go into that barrel. But yeah, this has been running passively. You can see it's all hooked up. Sorry, my throat's getting a bit croaky. So I want to show you how I got these to work in claim chunks. Alright, so if we go E and we go chunks, we can see these are claimed chunks and they are force loaded. So how this isn't stopping the turrets anymore is if we go into my team and then settings, we have allow all fake players. This is by default set to false. You can see it says right in that little graphic, default false. So I just switched this to true, and that allows these, because these are coded as fake players, it allows them to work in these claimed chunks and destroy blocks. So yeah, so that's good. Now I think, yeah, I think I've shown you guys the sequence before, so yeah, only thing new here is that I added the belt and I finished the train, and I added a loop here for the train to go around. This probably needs to be longer or something like that. Yeah, so, and that allows the train to actually route here because it can't turn around on its own without a loop there, and we don't have two parallel tracks, so it has to go back onto the same track, which is fine because we're never going to have more than one train running here. For the, I say as I look at the one train that was on this track, over for this line here, when we hook up all the geodes, we are going to have to probably hook up a second line, one back and one forth, and then adjust. This is the loop that allows us, we can see, yeah, it's going off. This is the loop that allows the train to pull into the station, the redstone station, the right way. Now that the train is finished, I do want to know if you guys have any names for it. Right now, I've just got it called the Skyline, but I'm open for that to change if people have a good name. Okay, now that we're back at the base, we can show off a little bit of the how the decoration is going for this level. It looks a little small right now, and you can see the train just comes in. But there is going to be another level up here with hopefully a bit more contrast with the rock face so that it sticks out. But yeah, we can see we've got a pipe here where the water is. we're not actually pumping water up through it. We've just got a water source right in there, but this is kind of spiritually, you know, that we're sucking up the water from the lake in order to pump it into our skystone to create our solution. And you can kind of see a bit of the texturing I've got going on, where I have these really rusted plates. I've used the deep slate, and where I've got the unrusted plates, I've used more tough. And then I've gradiented that up into lighter colors. So if we just go over here, we can see we've got also this trim that goes around the whole thing. Let's actually have a look at it from this angle, and I think it looks a little bit better here. I've also trimmed some of the vines so they don't grow too much just by using shears on them. Like, I think this, maybe we should like add another window, but I don't want to mess with the texturing too much, and we wouldn't be able to see it from the inside. Over here is our infinite water sources for our passive steam engines. How these work, if I just do this. Okay, we can see we have trapdoors here if we wanted to close them, and we can see a little better. We have a waterlogged pipe that is pushing into the steam engine, and then there is this waterlogged trapdoor, and then it is generating a water source in that center block, which is what this pipe is pulling. Yeah. And we can just open these, and we could control Redstone for it to like open and close randomly if we really wanted. Okay. So then, yeah, so that's how it kind of looks on the outside. And on the inside we can kind of see we've got this full block slab and then panel. I also used a lot of the framed blocks here to create these kind of interesting shapes. But yeah, I'm really liking how this room looks, and I'm especially proud of these lanterns with this chipped glass to kind of look like blown out lights or parts of the fluorescent. Yeah. But yeah, so we have not got enough iron for this to generate more electron tubes, which is why this is so backed up. Yep, so that is... so these are the other things I kind of wanted to do. I've been building a lot of this stuff, and it's really hard to place blocks even with my magic spells. Getting like these blocks around here. So I want to set up a flight ritual, and I also want to get some of these small automations in more permanent spots. So I am going to do that this episode, I think, but not in this clip. I just wanted to show that stuff, and I think I'm a bit too tired to record a full episode today, so I'm going to be but yeah, so that's a bit of a recap on what's been going on, and I also added a bit of a path here with just dullstone and coarse dirt. Yeah, and I can't remember, did I show this last episode? I built it last episode, but yeah, we've also got a little, just an addition to the silhouette. I mean, I guess it's not the silhouette, but just like the general shape of our base. Yeah. I'll be for you right back, and we'll jump into some of these simple automations. Okay, I'm back. I can't remember where the last clip left off, so because it's been about 2 days, and also it's midnight, I think. Yeah, it's 1 in the morning, so I'm gonna be a little quiet. I don't think too many people are home right now, but the dogs are. So I was just thinking about where do we want to put this stuff, right? And because I think we have a little bit room in the bottom here. In fact, I think even down here, like where the farms are, up to our up to this floor is free space that we could dig out. However, I've been looking at this. I feel like our silhouette is getting a little crowded here. So I want to build out this bridge and finish this. So we could put all of our rail stuff in like a building over here, or we could put a building over here at the front. We could put it up here if we really wanted, although probably gonna save that for something else. I'm not sure. I think I want beacons at the top of the stuff later. We could also, if we go over here. First of all, you can see I removed some of the rail lines that I built this way that we're not going to use, and we're probably going to minimize these. These were planned to be for our ore processing, but I don't think we need a different station for each of them, right? Having a different station for the skystone makes sense because it also has redstone, and other trains are going to need to pick up redstone before going to our geodes. But for the ore processing, it can just go to one station and filter out like that. I haven't been doing much building on this side because the slime island is kind of annoying with the slimes that get sent out. But because we're gonna have our station here, we could have like one of these, like this track be for the ore processing, and then this track be for maybe like a train yard, right? Where you can have maybe a personal train. Because we're gonna need like an oil train later on as well, I think. But we definitely do need to start doing stuff here. So I could put the track maker over in here. But I think before I do any of this, one thing I definitely want to do, I want to check in on my source generation. So these are staying pretty full. Right, we're not, and we are, I mean, we're going down in source berries a little bit, but not enough. This part of the process hasn't been running too much. It just doesn't need to. Because I'm not automatically filling it with source gems with the tablets. So we could move. We want to move source to. You know what? Actually, I'm going to put that on our master list. Right. We want to move source generation, and we also want to overhaul it. That is pretty important. I want wax copper for weathered copper for my mix here. Or is it exposed? I think it's actually exposed. Right? Yeah, I want exposed copper because it blends with our pinkish color palette part of the base. Yeah, but I'm getting distracted. So I was talking about the silhouette of the base. Alright, let's hopefully it's not too dark. Oh, whoops, I didn't press shift fast enough. Okay. I was looking at the silhouette of the base. I think we want a thick kind of bridge here that connects it to there and kind of overhauls the shape, right, of our base. Because right now it is, you know, like I like the verticality, but I think it's a little too much, right? We want some balance. And then after we do balance, the train stuff. I'm thinking, right, we probably want all of our train stuff for this in one spot. Oh god, even with this I'm getting lost. What I was gonna do, let's do the flight ritual right now because I want to build this this bridge out. So we actually looted, I think, a flight ritual somewhere, maybe from End City or from a loot bag. And I mean, I guess there's also the magic feather. We could do that instead. If we have another star. But I think the flight ritual is easier for now. We don't have to detour too much. So I'm going to want a ritual brazier over here. Can we make it? We need arcane pedestal, and do we have? Let me get some. Now looking at the recipe for this tablet, it is pretty cheap actually. We have all of the archwoods, and Wilden Wings are easy enough to hunt at night, just by sniping. We have plenty of diamonds and feathers are easy. So I do think we can put this in a temporary location just fine. So let's get rid of that. Let's put one of those there, and then let's make our ritual brazier. Like so. Now this needs, I believe it is 2% source per activation. I feel like just having it right here is probably fine. If we put this right here, and then do we need to link it with the Dominion wand? I haven't. No? Okay. Okay, so it's just awaiting activation. So if I just do this, running, okay, it does pull from there, and now we have flight for 1.5 minutes, and I believe the range I checked is like 56 blocks in like a sphere, right? And it'll activate whenever we jump, and I think it should reactivate when we run out as well. The particle effects are really annoying. I wish I could turn them off without turning off all particles. So yeah, I think I'm going to use that, and first things first, we're going to... So we got the flight ritual. Let's also build gantry bridge this episode. Because yeah, this has just been incomplete for a while, and I want it finished. So first things first, let's think about the color, right? So we have a pretty clear color palette with this deep slate, the light blue of the mineral and the glass. This purple is kind of more of a one-off color, although we could bring it back and use it a bit more. But then we have these grays, the greens from all of the foliage, and then we have this kind of pinkish orange from the jungle wood and the copper. So I think first things first, maybe we'll use blocks of andesite alloy to kind of bulk out the frame a little bit. And I'm thinking, how do we want... Yeah, I'm not very good at design like this. Can I get the ritual from... Okay. Yeah, so first things first, I'm going to get some more andesite alloy. Now this is off, but we do still have just a bunch here. So let's take 2 lines of that and craft it all up. That we probably need a bit more as well. Okay, so for what right now I want to do, I think I want to... the ritual's a bit far out from here. Let me get it. I need to be standing on ground and then jump. Yep, okay. So let's grab our... Do I have a... No, it must be in this book. Place block. Okay, let's get this here. And I want to go 1, 2 blocks, and we're just gonna... Right, the particle effects, I turn them off so we can't see the spells. But yeah, we can just build this out until it comes right to our face. Oh, get rid of that. Okay. Oh, that would place a block over there somewhere. Okay. So now we want to go... Let's see. If I zoom in, you want to go to that clay block here. Then we can do the same thing and just hold down. Oh, I didn't record it. I paused the recording and then I fell out of the sky. Let me just do that. Okay. And we can break those. Now, let me take a bit of a gander. Alright. I think it's a... Yeah, I do like that we're bulking it out a little. And I can't really see it in the night. Okay. So, if we go here, it does definitely need to be broken up and also some more height. So let's think about this a little. If I go into my backpack, we have some of these blocks, or maybe some of these blocks. Yeah, if we go and have a look, let's measure how long it is. Okay, so here we are at 304 or negative 304. And then let's measure from here. This is 366. So that's going to be negative 304 minus 306. 62 blocks. So 62. Let's go. If we go every. If we just ignore some of the ends, or go a bit further out, then I think going every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that going to be fine, or do we want more? Let's try every 5. Sorry, I meant every 6. We want 5 in between because odds. All right. So that's one side. Let's have a look from over there. All right. I think that's good. Yes, I do like that. Let's add one more onto there so we finish off on a deep slate. Okay. That should work. Okay. So, let me put this away as well. That, I think, is good for the spacing. And then we're going to want to beef these up a little. So, let me think. If we go look at maybe if we go like this, let's have one above, one below. Then we want to go, okay, and grab that, and then get rid of it. Okay, so maybe this kind of shape, or maybe that can be like every other, and then this one, we just go like that, and if we just place these for a bit, and then we want to go like that, and get rid of that. Then if we just alternate like this, how does it look? Whoop. Okay. That's not horrible. I feel like maybe all of these inner ones are shorter, and then we do alternate for the last few. Like maybe we shift over to long, short, long, and then short for these, and then we do long, short, long over there as well, and then maybe a long one in the center, like an even longer one. Yeah, let me try that. Okay, let's take a look at this. It's unbalanced. Okay, so we need to extend that one as well. Let me get more deep slate. Alright, now while I have the ritual still, we can take a look at it from here. It's not bad, but maybe we want to go a little more, just in the centers here. Oops. Like so, and kind of buff out that center part. That water fall we might want to get rid of, but I mean, it'll be a different view from the other side. While I'm building this bridge, do we have the Wand of Symmetry available? No, that's a Radiant. And Radiant, I haven't actually looked at the quest book in ages, jeez. Yeah, we need to do all of this stuff. I'm not going to worry about this progressing until we have, I think, all of our geodes automated. Yeah, so I think that looks good. So I'm going to duplicate on the other side. Before I go too far with this, let's just confirm whether it even wants the top half or if we just want the lower part. Maybe we just want the lower part. If we have a look at it from this angle, I'm not sure. Maybe if we just have it like short on the upper part, like a one up. Does that look better than that? So we're definitely gonna have some more support on this somehow, right? I'm not sure if that's going to be like more magic crystals. Like how do I want to go about this? Okay, so it's that. That's that. And yeah, I think I like the shoulder on top. It's very satisfying to do that. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. We're gonna want to bring probably the blue and the orange pink, right? Or maybe we don't bring in the orange. Maybe the orange is reserved for like the less advanced parts of the base, right? Like we want maybe like the magic, more magic-y areas, or the rustic areas use the more of this this jungle plank color. And then for the advanced areas we use this. Or like maybe we bring some copper in by making this gantry into a copper carriage instead. And we probably also want to make this a decent amount like longer, like have it stick out some. We enter through the back, and then it goes, and then yeah. Alright, so let's think about, like, we could have this cross over the top as well. Let's see how that feels. And if we go, we have this kind of ribbed over the top pattern. How does that look? Maybe if we use some slabs. Like that. And we duplicate that kind of rib. Yeah, okay, let's try that. Alright. So, okay. Luckily remembered to hold shift. Ran out of flight. Oh, and we gotta sleep. Okay, here's how it looks from here, which is where I'll be seeing it most of the time. So I think that is pretty important. I'm curious, can you... first of all, let's get rid of all these junk drops. Can you use brace on this? Okay, now that makes sense, but you can't, because otherwise you're interfering with the carriage, the gantry carriage. Yeah, that's how it looks from under there. It's not going to be supported more, but I think it's like spiritual support. If we have a look, 20 seconds, that's kind of how it looks from there. We still definitely need more work, probably on the bottom, right? Or, like, we definitely need some kind of building here to support it on that side. But let's see, how does it do for like the overall silhouette of the base? Oh, first of all, I forgot the slabs over here. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. So, how does this look? Yeah, I feel like maybe it needs to be longer. I'm not in love with it. We need, I think, some color, first of all. I think a tower here to hold the offload station seems pretty important. Yeah. And let's look at it from a lower angle. Okay. Looks kind of goofy. Maybe I don't like the ribs or the parts at the top. Or maybe I just don't like the slabs on the top. I'm gonna keep working with the lower section and see. So we want this to be balanced, right? We want it to feel like it can stay up. So how do we do that? Feel like from the center of these sections, we probably need some kind of crystals like those, but I don't know if I want to do the same style. Let's get like a very basic tower right over there first. Okay, so I did just it's kind of a facade. The back two corners aren't there, and it would probably go up another thing. I just used the blocks I have. I'd probably want to use more of this cut granite, and maybe another block to break this up a little bit because it's very light. This sanded granite, but that's the idea, to make that feel a little more supported. I don't know what I'd put in there. We'll think about that later. Okay, so it definitely feels like it's not as out of place there. Let's get rid of this, and maybe pull back this mountain a little bit. Probably want this cliff face to feel a little more rocky. I don't know how much terraforming I really want to do in this world though, so that's it's a big ask. But yeah, we can round that out a little. Just so it's less, you know. So I think that's fine. And then we'd probably, like, I don't even know if this would let you into this tower, right? It depends on how we do our platform, but we'd probably have stairs right here to get up and down the side. Okay. Yeah. So how supported does this feel? That's the main thing, right? If that was, you know, double the height, I think it would be fine. Yeah, I think if this is double the height, that feels bulky enough, and we can add on to it later if we think we need it. So yeah, I think I am going to get some more granite and then build this tower up a little. Maybe something like this for detailing for the windows. I don't have enough glass to do the rest, but I think that looks decent. And then I think one thing I also want to do is I want to use some rougher granite in maybe these corners. So let's use this, or just like, I don't know, I want some cracks around, right? So let's go, let's say there's a crack there, right? It goes through the building. Let's say there's one in this connection, right? Yep. Then I don't know. Let's have a if we go up here, let's have some crack that goes like that, right? Okay, put that one back. Like that. And those kind of, yeah, I think I like how that looks. This one I think is a bit too much, so let's switch out that one and that one. Oh, that's too straight now. Let's go like that. And then maybe there. No, that's too uniform. Let's do that. Okay. And let's put some of this stuff back as well. All right. And I'll probably mess around with that a little bit more later on. Okay, I've finished this off a little more. You can see I have added in some border up windows where the cracked stuff like directly passes through. I thought maybe I don't know, like because of the wear and tear in the granite, maybe the windows didn't fit quite properly and cracked as well and had to be boarded up. I just wanted boarded up windows to add a bit more variety, and I also added some color. You can see, where's my bed? I feel like the day-night cycle moves way too fast in Minecraft. Yeah, so of course still, you know, just a facade, but that's fine for now. And I think it makes this, you know, view feel a bit more grounded. Like I don't know the story, like why is there, you know, like what looks like a modern kind of brick building there next to this very fantastical and you know, crazy like this build over here, right, you know, with magic and all that stuff. But I think as long as it looks cool, it's fine, right? So I do like that there. This is going to be another long episode since I haven't even started on so yeah, I don't think we're doing these rail bridge segments until next episode, but I do want to do this rail builder and sturdy plate maker at the very least. Have like more permanent locations for those two things. But let's finish up the gantry carriage, and yeah, that should only take, you know, maybe 20 minutes personally, and you know, it'll be a flash for you guys. All right, this is done now. I just used a Starbuncle wheel. We had 11 Starbuncle shards. These cost 8, so they're pretty expensive, but I didn't think another form of power, like I could have done maybe a windmill, but then it would be starting at 1 RPM, and this is just much faster, so we can get it up to 1632, 1 gear up, 64, another gear up, so it goes at a decent pace. It's not super fast or anything. I probably won't be using it very often, but it's functional, and you get like a decent scenic view. Oh, these kind of block the view actually. Not sure how I feel about that. But yep, and it stops here. I didn't actually measure that, but I'm glad it works out well. So we'll probably want to have, you know, like an entrance in here. For whatever we want to do in here. Which I'm not really sure. This could be where I do the obsidian. Just because I already built most of it. Sorry, obsidian and the other stuff. Where is it? Right, well, we built the gantry bridge. I wanted a rail builder and a sturdy plate maker. This isn't too far away from our storage. Like, I can just, you know, do this. Basically how this works, I just have a powered toggle latch and a redstone link set to the same frequency as this redstone link, and there's just a button here which powers it pretty easily. The design of the carriage is very basic. I'm probably gonna change it at least a few times because that does not look great. Looks very flimsy and it doesn't really suit the bridge. But like the reason it's this size is just because of how it fits over there. So I'll have to fix the path over here. Either, I don't know, starting this a little further out and just having a normal path there could work. But yeah, that's basically how it does. These are wall boards. They are 1 pixel thick from Carpenter's blocks. But yeah, it works. I wish I could like tell you to take a break or something. I needed the space for those. I suppose there is enough room for a clutch. Yeah, okay. The cogs can stay moving. I don't want this whole thing moving constantly. Let's get a clutch. I have a lever, yes. Okay, yeah, and now this isn't spinning, this is spinning. Whoop. It must have reversed the direction. Okay, look. Unfortunately, well, first of all, let me get rid of that. This is a clutch, right? Yeah. Yeah, I wonder why that reversed the direction. Oh, you know what? This powers the thing, so I'm gonna have to move that to there. Yeah, that still works. Okay. Actually, can I put it here? Yes. Okay. So that is gonna be probably on most of the time. But if I do want to use it, I can flick it off and just press the button. Flick it off. Yeah. That works out. So now we want to create an obsidian loop, and we want to create. Now we want some lava gen. For sturdy plates. Yeah. And then I'm probably gonna just do like 2 2 lava cauldrons or something like that. And then, because we don't need the steady plates to be very fast, I do think I'll put it in there, I guess. Alright, let me set up a floor. Okay, I think I have everything I need. So let's go over here. Oop. You can see I added in some floors. I want that back. And I also added in this floor and some staircases. This isn't finished yet, obviously. This part, I might add windows on that side, or one of these sides, but it's going straight into the forest, so you're not going to see much. So let's first of all get my, we want that bucket probably. That shouldn't be in there. Can that go in? No, well, it'll just stay in there then. Right. Where was I looking? Yes, I want kinetic and liquids. And item transport. So let's place these down. So first things first, I want my obsidian duplication, right? So let's think about how we are able to do this. So we probably want a depot. We're gonna want some of those for sure. Alright, so if we go, because we don't need it to be like fast or anything like that. We need to mill obsidian, then we need to, if we have a look at obsidian, we need to smelt or blast the powdered obsidian, and then we need to crush this obsidian. So we're going to be crushing the obsidian, and then we want probably well, like, we have all of it go back to the millstone until there is overflow, right? Until the millstone can't pick it up anymore. So if we, I don't know, did something like this. We have a millstone here. We have a mechanical belt, and we need some of this stuff. And then we'll go, let's say, like that. Then we want depot here. Yeah. And then we want it to go here to this. So maybe what we actually do is we raise it up. How do we get it to the depot? What if we, can we do this in line, I wonder? We need this to pick up. Now, does this work if I throw I mean, that can't get crushed. Can this pick stuff up from this belt? Let me get some obsidian. Okay, so first things first, I'm noticing that I actually have this the wrong way around. So we're gonna want depot, and this is gonna be the blasting, and then we're gonna have this one to go into here, like that, and then yes, that does work. It did seem to, like, if I just if I grab okay, it doesn't quite work. Let's think of something after I sleep. Okay, we're gonna have to side load the depot. I want to be able to see the process, so let's do something like that, right? And then depot, we want you to be pulling. We can use no, yeah, sure, let's just use our brass, right? We want pulling and then pushing there. And then we want this to only pull the finished product, so let's get one of those real quick. How long is this gonna take? Okay, there we go. We want only, no, we don't need a filter. No, we don't need a filter. It'll only do that anyway. We don't need filters at all. Why am I using, I guess I want to use brass because I don't know how fast this is gonna be. I think for this I want my fans. I'm gonna have 2 fans, I think. One here, one here. Yeah. And then let's go. And let's see if I do this. No, let's have it like this. And then go back and we go down. That back. Oh god, okay. Right, if we do this, are they gonna be blowing the right direction? We don't have particles on. Alright, let me get those back. Particles. Okay, they are blowing the right direction, or the same direction. Good. So then what we're gonna want is, what kind of glass do we have on us? Not the glass other one. Let me get some different glass, and also gonna need that. Okay, so I think I want some kind of stone to hold in the stuff. So let's grab, I don't know, some of this. And we're gonna run that underneath. And then over here, I want, okay, do that. And then that. Uh-huh. And then let's one of those there. Right, we need to get these from here to here. So I did this a little wrong. Do we have like other forms of item pipe? It's just yeah, integrated, right? I don't think I have any integrational machines to make logic cable. So the other way that we have to transport items is like that would be how do I do this? Alright, let's go down a block. Let's break these. Let's grab our encased chain drives. Then we're gonna break that. And do this. And then I want to encase that. And honestly, all of that. Can you move a bit further away? Alright, so now what we want to do, this goes down like that, and we only want it to do finished obsidian, and then it's only going to complete them one at a time. Yeah, and we can power it through there. Yeah, okay. It's probably going to be using a lot more stress than it needs to because of how we're doing it. So maybe what we'll do is we'll use two of these. We'll have one here and one here. And then I can't remember which side of these make it so it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So if we have them on the output, it should speed up. So if we now put that there and that, well, we can't. Let's do that. No, okay. That's not gonna work. What if we just do that? That works. Okay. Clean out my inventory a little bit. No, we don't want that. We want one of these. Okay. Now we are going to grab andesite funnels. I think maybe, oh, you know what? Okay, that's a reason to use these. Well, not here, right? Those go up, right? We want this to group them into 16 because 16 smelts best. Okay. Yep. We are going to want a lava bucket there. And another one right here. Let me... So we're going to do that, then that, okay. So there is our lava encapsulated. Still not sure how I'm gonna power this. Oh, that's going the wrong way. So we could, if we power it from here, then we can use the fast speed. But it's gonna be hard to power it from there. That's fine. We'll power it from here with a fast speed. Where's my bed? Let me just keep this down because it keeps getting dark. Okay. Obsidian. Right. Now, when this is like full, we can't get any more, which should happen because we're going to be producing more dust. And in fact, let's just do that. Then it's going to go up through here, over to here, and we are going to want spout there with lava. Let's grab our belts and extend that out over to there. Let's encase this. Then we want our 2 of those. Not quite sure how I want to power them, but we'll put them like that for now and do that. Maybe we'll power it like there. Okay. And then what we want is to collect the things, right? So then over here we can put a item funnel. Let's put it over to there, into there. We could put it also just on the belt, but I think this looks a little better. And that will be, actually let's face it this way. And that'll be our plates. So for this spout, and now we're like really kind of cramped in here. We want pump and 3 of those, I think. I want to grab it from above and let's have them along this direction. 2, 3. Or is that... No, I don't think I can do it like that. I think what I should do is that, and then have it go like that. Yeah. Then have our cauldrons up there. Oh, we could actually have it go backwards on top of... Oh, but then it's going to connect to the spout. We don't want it to connect to the spout. Alright. But I... Hopefully it's fine. It's going to be a little close to have, like, the lava. It's going to be right in that block. Actually, that's actually really bad. Alright. You know what? I don't want this episode to run for like 2 hours, so I'm gonna pause and then get this sorted out. Alright, I managed to fit it all in and make it operational. It's a bit of a tight squeeze though. So I could only fit 2 of the lava cauldrons, so it's pretty slow, because I think this needs half a bucket per. So it's produced 1 bucket, and there was a bucket left over in there, because we have 4. This part seemed... I got something about the ratios wrong. So, I mean, it's working, so I'm not really gonna change them, I don't think. Well, I mean, I guess I might. Because we're kind of wasting my stuff. Doing it that way. I think that speed is fine. We have 4 water wheels. Because I just reduced the speed up, I probably don't need all 4 water wheels here. But, no, they're fine. I might switch that out for something else. But, like, this is limited by the speed of the lava, so it really doesn't need to be that fast. In fact, I can probably get rid of this one too. Yeah, these are never going to be so slow that it doesn't work. There should... Oh, that's a bit of an issue. We don't want it to do that. We really don't want it to do that. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I think, is replace it with a draw. With a pusher-puller. Okay, so what I think we want to do, because we don't want this just sitting here, despawning, get rid of that. We want draw obsidian. We want our configuration tool, lock it. Then we want pusher-puller. We want push down, pull, what direction is north? South. Yeah, south. So that, yep, gets filled up. So now, because of the way, first of all, why isn't this working? 16. Nope. Still pulling out 1s. Okay. Weird. In that case, it looks like it's fine, right? This will eventually fill up. But yeah, it looks like we just got a lava, so then these go. And this can be slow because the lava is slow. So that goes there, and then we get our plates right into there. All good. So that is this checked off. Now, we want, first of all, I mean, technically I could leave that there and just add extra lava when I needed more, but passive, and we're usually around base. This is loaded, so I'm not going to worry about that. We can also get obsidian from here if we need it, since that's going to back up. And I'm glad I managed to fit it all into this kind of pretty thin profile. Because we reduced the gear ratio for this stuff, we now have enough power for our other thing that we are going to make. Rail. Or is it track? First of all, how is this made? I mean, it's the same sequence, but with different stuff. I don't think we're going to be using them too much. So, yeah, let's just set this up. We want 1, 2, and then another one with a barrel. Okay. This is a super... Oh, we don't need 3. We want the last thing to be press. And you know what? I can lower it as well. Right. This is a very simple setup. Let's just go right here. And then we just want deployer, that, and I do want them to connect like that, and then we can go. Is this the right order? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. So because those use nuggets, both of them, that can stay the same. And then we want that there. And we, I don't know, we might want to use an item frame to identify what goes where, but I feel like it's gonna be... Oh wait, what am I doing? That was a blunder. Okay, we don't need that. So that's what we're doing. Then we want... let's grab some of this. Let me also case this. Yep. And then we do that, and grab 2 of these. Output from here, input to there, and this is our track maker. Alright, so that, I mean, we need to hook it up, right? Yeah, of course. How do I want to hook it up? Let's have a think. Alright, let's break those. Let's grab... right, I put my stuff down. Oh wait. Let's grab some of this. We want 1, and then let's turn that one that way, and here, and that. Yeah. Now we can grab this. Turn it up. that there, and then we can put this here and rotate it. There we go. So now this is also powered. Okay, now the track maker is done. Seems good, right? I feel I should at least, move my track here. Alright, if we just put this down, we can put our iron nuggets. Let's put them there, just so I have a bit of an identifier. Yeah, that'll split them. Then we want slabs, and I just took these from our one of our setups. And then track. Yeah, and I'm gonna lock these. I think, yeah, because we wrote dedicated track maker in our thing, so it should not be used for anything else. So these stuff for the bridging over there to make the bridges look better, that's going to be for another time. For right now, this is running. We're going to probably get a decent amount extra. But yeah, so we have all of our train resources here. And this will be running passively. And this will not be running passively, but we don't need that much. We could move this into this nook. But no, I think it's fine like this. Yeah, alright. So, we built this new building. We have a function for this new building. I feel like there's probably more room for stuff here, but I'm probably going to leave it open. Yeah, no, I don't want it to be too cramped, like the rest of my base. I don't know what I'm going to put up here just yet. But since this is train stuff, maybe up here is train-related stuff here as well. And maybe we are going to have like a surface train, and we can have this extend into a train station or something, just to give it a purpose. Because right now, like, why are our trains stuff being made up here? Well, because I had the space. But yeah, oh, there's a bit of lag. I think the server's setting. Right. So yeah, so I put these under the maybe because, I mean, I wasn't sure that I wanted to use them. So, all good. Still not much progression. We're still doing kind of just base work last couple episodes. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And hopefully the next episode won't be too far away. Bye bye.